What a day in Toronto sports. The Blue Jays clinch and the Leafs are back on the ice. There you have it, insiders. The Blue Jays have clinched a playoff spot, and we will see them playing in October. A big victory over the Royals in a kind of a mini slump for our Blue Jays lately. But on this episode of Inside the Six, we're going to be talking about the Jays and their clinched playoff spot, what the prospects look like in the last week and a half of the season for the division, home field advantage, all the other things we have to talk about as well. The Leafs hit the ice in the preseason, take a trip to Ottawa, and get a victory to start the preseason strong. The Blue Jays get it done 8-5 here over the Royals. A strong bullpen game. Not a great start from Trey Savage. He did all right. 4 runs over 5 innings pitched. 5 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Not the norm for Trey Savage. Usually gets a lot more strikeouts. Remember, 9 in his debut just a week back when Tom and I did that video. But it doesn't matter. The Blue Jays got it done. A strong outing from Brandon Little, Sir Anthony Dominguez, Eric Lauer, and Jeff Hoffman to close it out to earn his 32nd save of the season. And our Blue Jays are popping the champagne. The standings, we are 2 games up on the New York Yankees with a few games to play here still. We've got 6 games left in the season. We'll see if the Blue Jays can win the division. I think they will. I think they'll be able to hold off the Yankees and the Red Sox, but it will set up an awesome matchup in the playoffs because the Blue Jays, if things were to end today, would play the winner of the Yankees or the Red Sox wild card series. The key hitters for the Jays, Vladdy with 2 RBIs in the game as well. Andres Gimenez. Not only is this guy playing great defensive ball, making plays all over the field at shortstop, but he's also doing it with his bat. 2 RBIs, 2 big hits, 1 in the 2nd inning, and then in the 8th inning, the go-ahead run for the Blue Jays, and they wouldn't look back. Royals players of note, Michael Wacha, the KC starter, gave up 6 earned over 5 innings pitched to the Blue Jays bats. Salvador Perez records his 1,012th career RBI, tying him for 2nd in Royals history. Now, we've got to talk about the Leafs game. The Leafs and the Senators kick off the preseason. There it is, a 4-3 victory for our Toronto Maple Leafs. The Leafs jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the first with goals from Calle Jarnkrok, Nicholas Robertson. The first goal by Jarnkrok, I really think that Easton Cowan should have had an assist. A beautiful play to bring the puck down after he crossed over the blue line. Drops off the pass. It ended up getting deflected before the first goal there by Calle Jarnkrok. But what a start for our Toronto Maple Leafs. Did not bring the big name players. That's what we do in the preseason on the road. You bring some of the kids, try and get the minutes, and the Leafs did not disappoint. Lettieri, Hames with assists, Kampf with an assist as well on Robertson's 2nd goal, and Matthew Barbolini with the winner. It was 4-1 at the time when he scored it. Kaliev and Lixell with goals to try and get a comeback going, but our buds stave them off and get the victory in the preseason, which doesn't mean anything, but it's positives. The young players played well. Who do you think played best for the Leafs? Let us know down in the comments. Who do you think is going to get a roster spot that's fighting for one? Our Maple Leafs. Now, as well, some news and notes from the weekend. Our Toronto Argonauts lost a close one to the Montreal Alouettes on Friday night, so I had to bring that in there, especially for Steph. The Als and the Argos. Argos having a rough season this season. Where is the Argos box score? There it is, 21-19. The Argos record of 5-9 this season, making a slight push at one of the last playoff spots. Remember, the Argos got into the Grey Cup right at the end of the season, the playoffs. It wasn't looking good. Probably, I'd say mid-August last season. So you never know. Just got to get into the playoffs and maybe can make a run at the Grey Cup. But the results have not looked good for the Argos. Now, TFC ended up getting a victory did not get a victory. TFC doesn't win games. They just don't win games. And because this is Inside the Six on Toronto Sports Insider, where we cover all of the Toronto sports teams, TFC got a draw against a good Eastern Conference side in Columbus Crew at Lower.com Stadium in Columbus. Richie Laryea, the one goal for TFC in this one. Abu Ali gets the goal for Columbus, the new signing. He ended up going off injured for Columbus, who's fighting to get a playoff spot. TFC, not going to happen. Way too far down the standings, but Coelho with a yellow card actually played really strong. The yellow card was dumb, but he played well. The kid is a bulldozer in the midfield. Richie Laryea, like I said, with the goal, assists from Jonathan Osorio and Derek Etienne Jr. Oso, captain, the man. Jonathan Osorio, a legend in Reds history. It was a beautiful goal. Canadian to Canadian. Richie Laryea gets the goal to tie it up. And 1-1 draw for TFC. Their next game is against Inter Miami and Lionel Messi and company. Like basically the old Barcelona squad from about 5 to 7 years ago is now Inter Miami. So only a couple games left in TFC season, but they get a result, and they are the kings of ties this season. I think that's like their 13th or 14th tie this year, 6th or 7th in a row. But what matters is our Leafs and Jays. The Leafs obviously getting the start 4-3 with a nice victory over the Senators. They'll do it again. So the Leafs are back at it at home in just a couple of days on Tuesday night. The Leafs and the Senators. We might start doing a little bit of pregame and postgame shows for the Leafs game. We got to start bringing this community back together, chatting it up, talking about the game. So make sure to get engaged in the comments down below. Check out our merch that you see tagged on the video and in the link in the description. And we appreciate your support. Now let's get to it. We'll see you guys real soon on another quick recap episode of Toronto Sports and Inside the Six. Go Leafs, go! Go Jays, go! We'll see you on the next one.